Hey everyone, welcome back to Pouring My Art Out. We're going to do a little acorn, and it's a jar, and you can put fairy lights in it, and it's just gorgeous. If you're going to do fairy lights, you want to use an alcohol ink because you want it transparent. I'm going to start with this Let's Resin, and this is a dark green chameleon powder. And it's the intense chameleon powder. It looks blue to me, but I think I've used it before and it actually is a dark green. I'm just going to do the stem in here. Can you see that? Do some of that. And I'm also going to do some of these little edgy things. Just kind of blend it in. Okay. Now I'm going to clean that up. And I've got my resin mixed. When I come back, we will do the alcohol ink. I'll be right back. Okay, so I mixed up a little over 6 ounces, nearly 7. And I'm going with 2 different colors. I have a regular brown and then I have a darker brown. Now for the bottom part, the pod, I'm going to use the brown. Let me shake it up real well. This is from Let's Resin also. I'm doing this one first because what's left to put in the lid, I can just add the darker brown. And we don't want this opaque. We just want the color. I haven't done one of these acorns since fall of last year, I believe. If I even did one then. I know I did some the year before. And they were a big hit. They sold like hotcakes. I got the mold from Temu. I forgot my gloves, guys. I'll put them on real quick here in just a second. That seems to be a pretty good color. Looks darker in the cup. Now it will not be that dark in here. Let me put my gloves on real quick. I've had an exhausting evening signing my daughter up for college. This is her 3rd year. It's not easy, folks, what you do for your kids. But you always want them to do better than you did. So, I'm not really complaining, I'm just tired. Okay, so that's ready. I'm going to go ahead and fill this part up. I can't remember how much it takes. I'm hoping this is enough for this and the lid. If I'm not mistaken, I had to mix more for the lid because it's bigger than it looks. Yeah, that's a pretty brown. I like it. Let's get that out of the way. Now let's add some darker coffee for the top. Now it doesn't need to be opaque because that's the intense chameleon powder. So it can still be transparent. Ooh, that one smells. That's also from Let's Resin. It's coffee. That's the name of it. And that's a much darker color, which is what I want. And I think that's nicely mixed. I'm not going to spray in there. I'm going to spray in here because I don't want that chameleon powder going everywhere. Yeah, just as I thought. I think I need to mix up some more. Just a tad, y'all. Maybe. Let me get this scraped. Because I don't think I've ever filled this top up, the lid, all the way. I think I just got enough lip on it to be able to close the acorn. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt, but I don't think I've ever done it. Now that I think about it, because I never did make enough, but I made just enough to get that lip. Lots of bubbles. Big bubbles. See here? And you can clearly see them. Just around the very bottom here is where they are. All right. And I can see through this one, so I can see there is a lip. So that's good. All right, let me give it a spray. Give this one a little spray. All right, and that is it. And we wait for it to cure. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back. These are cured. Let's get the top out first. There are a little bit of micro bubbles there, just around the bottom edge. They always gather there. Let's see what we got. Okay. It's kind of a purpley green. Not excited about that. But I think it's okay. Beautifully shiny. Let's get this guy out. pretty. I'll get some lights. See what I mean about just a little bit of lip? I'll get some little lights to put in there, and I'll get you some after pictures. Really pretty, isn't it? All right, thanks for watching. I'll be back in just a sec.